With this blockchain gaming hype explosion, I feel like we are moving back to the basic games we used to play like 5 years ago, but this time with the possibility of monetizing our playtime. On one hand, this is great, but what I noticed, there are hundreds of play-to-earn games popping all over the place that are really just rushed and made for a quick hype, without feeling like they are going to offer a long-time great gaming experience. All of them provide a great getting in potential by having NFTs to buy, land, boxes or limited sale stuff, and spending criteria that will help you out in a non-existing game yet, by just having a promise. But of course, I'm not saying all crypto games are like that. Although this made me consider those gaming projects that have a strong team, a strong foundation, and are really onto building a great final product and a long-lasting, enjoyable gaming experience. What is up guys, it's Alex here. Welcome to the channel. And without further ado, let's jump right into the top 4 crypto gaming projects that have the potential to climb on top of the 2022 games list and raise the adoption towards a new gaming experience. One that rewards the player. Number 1. Gold Fever. Gold Fever is a challenging free-to-play survival RPG that leverages the power of the blockchain to create a decentralized economy around its limited resources and various NFT items. It will be an entire survival open-world NFT metaverse where you can build your empire from scratch and compete in the Gold Fever run. There will be 2 sides to choose between, the thieves and the gold defenders. And of course, based on the faction you choose, you will unlock different types of gameplay to access the game's economy. What I love the most about this game is that it provides a complex and diverse gaming experience, letting you make the decisions that you consider are the best for your progress, and that are gonna be determinant in your journey and progress through the game. The game is not out yet, it's in the beta testing version, and the full release is going to be at the end of 2022. As for the play-to-earn aspect, in short, you fight for in-game gold, which is also the main game cryptocurrency that can be exchanged for real money. And it's already known it will have a great utility in-game. Most of the total game's currency, the actual token, will be earned through mining the gold in-game. That's a huge plus in my opinion. So it's a player-owned metaverse with a player-owned economy. The fact that it's going to be free to play will give everyone the opportunity to embark and try their survival skills in an enjoyable, exciting, competitive, strategic, complex and engaging game experience. On the other side, if you don't want to actively play the game, you can just be an investor, buy assets in-game like boats, airplanes or many different utilities and rent them out for passive income. You can actually own mining claims and employ other players to mine the gold for you. I haven't personally invested a high amount in this game, but I am really excited for it to come and I would get involved even as a free-to-player, because it is very much based on the strategy and your decision-making turns that will matter the most within the game. I am planning to buy more since I see an enormous potential in this game. The game's economy, as described in the white paper, which I highly recommend you to read through, seems to be built so good and it really appears to be a successful product. They have recently ran an Ask Me Anything session with 100 questions answered that will definitely help you consolidate your opinion about the project. Link in description. Moving on at number 2. Lost Relics. One of the many games developed by Engine, which is an Ethereum-based project that aims to make NFTs easier to manage and interact with by anyone. And this is huge because looking in the near future, digital assets will be more and more part of our lives. And Engine thought exactly about that when developing their project, focusing on the user's experience in the vast metaverse. Even if Lost Relics is still in the very early stages, the game is playable. And to be honest, really enjoyable. If you like grindy dungeon style games, this might be for you. They are running events periodically in which you can play for free and make some profits. The progress in this game is made through lots of grind, so that's a great aspect that gives the average player an advantage against the ones that hop in with a lot of money invested and expect to get on top really fast. I am involved in this game for like a year now and the progress is constant and some events are definitely worth playing in. Free to play, play to earn. I personally own Engine, but I haven't yet decided to buy in-game stuff, since the free to play provides all the content to be able to enjoy and progress in the game for free. This game is focused on grind, RNG, events, where the earning potential is a lot higher, and most important in my opinion, consistency. The game mechanics speak for itself. You grind until you climb your way to the top dungeons by getting the best gear to help you survive the very difficult challenges within dungeons. The higher the dungeon, the better the reward pool. The full game release is not officially launched yet, but through the current early alpha version, we get to play the game while testing it, thus getting a taste of where the game is heading towards. And in my opinion, if right now the game keeps the player active and they have a reason to come back for this little content available, its full potential is not even half compared to where we are now. The best is yet to come. Now, because it's built on Ethereum, they have found a way to integrate the NFT items into an in-game marketplace that makes it easier to trade your blockchain items. But if you want a quick buck, you definitely want to consider the high gas fees of Ethereum when cashing out until ETH 2.0 is released and solves this. You can safely hop in, since the progress you achieve won't get lost once the game officially launches. And trust me, there's a lot of grind to do. Do not disconsider this game just because of the lack of content at the moment. There's a lot planned ahead. It's super early for Lost Relics, and features like PvP, boss raids, new dungeons and gameplay modes are already in plan. At number 3 peak on our list we have Aurora. Aurora is the type of game you fall in love with no matter what type of gamer you are. Developed on Solana by 30 plus team members with a high experience and a background from Ubisoft, EA, Gameloft and more, Aurora will unlock an entire free-to-play gaming universe of intriguing and captivating experience to explore, capture new NFTs, battle for rewards and more. Aurora intends to foster and grow its community through a regular stream of game-related content, development updates, promotions and special events. The universe of Aurora is populated with creatures called NFTs. NFTs populate a world called Antique, which is filled with relics and forgotten artifacts waiting to be discovered. NFTs, however, are incomplete and only show themselves to those humans who they find worthy of validating their existence. In return for this companionship, they offer humans their incredible powers. Players roam the game world, discovering new NFTs and use their wallets to catch them. Acquire the best team, trade them to adapt to any situation, and form new strategies on your way to becoming the next undefeated legend. You can take part in the 2 gaming experience of the Aurora metaverse. A story-rich, single-player adventure full of mystery, memorable characters and intriguing locations to explore. Here you will get your first NFT and Guardian for free and also some bunch of Aurora tokens. On the other hand, emerge into the PvP content after forming your dream NFTs team and compete with other powerful players in friendly duels, ranked tournaments and more to come. The game is new player friendly and it addresses to a high range of people to join. Like, in my opinion, this is the game that all your family members can play together and have fun. Because the game's theme, the design of the characters and the little pets are really nice and attractive. And also, you will be able to generate an income out of this experience. How? Through basically all the game modes and features it offers. The solo PvE game mode will incentivize the players with NFTs of the creatures they just defeated and by winning Aurora tokens once game chapters are completed. Players will be encouraged to spend Aurora tokens on the marketplace for better items and NFTs, thus stimulating the in-game economy. Every item you acquire can be sold on the marketplace to obtain Aurora tokens. You can trade NFTs, equipment, consumables, battlefields and more. So the more you progress through the game, the better earning opportunities you will be able to take advantage of. Yes, in terms of earning from the game, there will be more advantages for the NFTs and landowners, but a lot of what the game has to offer will be possible to acquire by taking part in the game experience. I am personally bullish on this game both from an investment point of view, but also willing to get involved in the wide world of Aurora and take part in the long-term adventure. The beta release date of the game is scheduled for the first half of this year, And all the upcoming features are planned to be added as the project progresses. As for right now, you can do what I did. Get some Ori tokens and stake them for when the game releases, which will positively impact the token's value. If you are interested in this project, make sure you follow Aurori on Twitter to keep up with the latest news and the exact release date. And last but not least, number 4, Star Atlas. A grand strategy game of space exploration, territorial conquest, political domination and more. The title's popularity already speaks for itself and has made a name among the most anticipated crypto games. Built on Solana blockchain, the MMORPG Star Atlas is expected to be a wide intergalactic metaverse, where you become part among one of the 3 factions, crew your ship and emerge into a vast journey to explore, build, create, mine, buy and sell resources, battle, conquer, evolve into territorial conquest for political domination and a lot more, in the limits of creativity and imagination. The vision of Michael Wagner, CEO of Star Atlas, went really far with this project, that is being silently developed piece by piece by a constantly increasing team that grew from 6 people right in the beginning to over 200 people, and Wagner aims to double and possibly even triple this number by the end of this year. Building a game of such complexity doesn't happen overnight, and even if there's still a way to go until the beta launches, there is already out a browser minigame that allows players to utilize their purchased assets until the full game releases. The assets owned in Star Atlas will unlock great utility within the game. You can also take advantage of the game's hype later on by purchasing early assets to sell later as opposed to actual use in game, or idle staking in safe zones for passive portfolio growth. And I am sure there will be the possibility of scholarships, which means renting your assets to other players to use, that generates passive income for the owner. A scholarship program will allow people that are not willing to invest huge amounts to rent and play with the best ships out there. All in all, the economics part of the game is among the main focuses and developing process, and it aims to be one of the greatest economies we've came across. But all these spectacular massive visions and plans this game has, it all comes with a risk. The risk of being a project that is too good to be true. I really wish this idea turns to be far from the truth, but I can only recommend you to keep a skeptical eye open, get informed, read the white paper, including the disclaimers at the end. They have 2 white papers on their website at staratlas.com, the original white paper that outlines gameplay mechanics, and beside that there's a whole separate white paper describing the game economy and token economic part of the Star Atlas metaverse, which is huge, and it would take too long for me to cover it all now, but everything is explained in details there. Always ask questions about your concerns, and of course, only invest money that you are willing to lose. Even though by buying a ship you can earn more passive income compared to what real estate can offer right now, don't sell your house and risk money that you cannot lose. There are lots of interviews with the CEO Michael Wagner. He's a public figure and a really smart guy that has the potential to grow a team capable of actually delivering what's been promised. And they aim to build a product that can bring millions and even billions of people into this infinite universe. Literally infinite to explore. The fully immersive, cinematic quality virtual world game built on Unreal Engine 5 is going to shape more and more as the team grows, but there is already a play to earn potential through the mini web browser game. The project named Score, through which you can delegate your own NFT ship into virtual missions and earn Atlas. It's basically staking made fun. The rewards are quite generous, and this game mode is going to last even after the full game releases. We can expect clearer information about the launch during the upcoming period, but as Michael stated in one of his previous interviews, we can expect the game to be released in 2023, but even so, not in its final form. I guess what we all want from the project is to deliver what it promises, and see that it's too good to be true vision materializes into a final product that will for sure change the way we see gaming and also the metaverse concept. Even if the numerous team with big names on its label inspires trust, seriosity and dedication towards making everything happen, right now there is no product to judge and draw conclusions based on, so we can only cross our fingers and constantly inform ourselves, since this is the main factor that can make the whole difference between getting screwed and blame anyone else, or be confident that you made the right decision. Make sure you carefully read the white paper, especially the disclaimers at the end, and be aware of the fact that they are legally covered for potentially anything that might go wrong with the project. And we are the ones that sign up with our trust through our money for any risk involved. You can perhaps buy some Atlas, maybe stake it in form of a ship, and enjoy a pretty reasonable passive return until the game is out and ready to bring with it the entire blockchain gaming industry to the next level. So to conclude and actually categorize the mentioned games in a top 4, my number 1 pick would be Gold Fever. Game's complexity, structured economy, long-term vision, freedom of exploring an open-world metaverse, developing strategies and actually build your legacy that generates you an income makes Gold Fever an excellent project. Both from a free-to-play and also an investment point of view, this game has it all. But keep in mind that it's still early, and all of these are expected to be seen by the end of this year. Following with number 2, Aurori. The game looks beautiful, addressing to a vast range of people, and it has a solid foundation built by experts in their field that are ready to make this project a really great experience. Star Atlas ranks on number 3 on my list. The main reason being, we are the furthest away from the launch, which means lots of things can happen meanwhile. And you can enjoy and earn through play while having fun with the other great existing games that will be out by the time Star Atlas is fully released. Also, we don't have yet a close to final product to be able to objectively rate. But the project keeps growing more and more in team, followers, hype and progress. And if delivered as promised, Star Atlas could easily become a massive, globally adopted online multiplayer role-playing game. And last on my list, at least for now, on number 4, Lost Relics completes my top play-to-earn crypto games that have all the potential to positively change the impact of crypto gaming among 3+ billion people representing the entire gaming community. If you remained until the end, thank you for watching. I hope you found the video useful. If so, please consider sharing it so we can each contribute to the play-to-earn gaming adoption. And let me know down in the comments which titles, in your opinion, should be part of the 2022 crypto gaming list. See you there!